Legendary Pictures is gearing up for the 6th installment in its MonsterVerse series, following the acclaimed release of Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire in 2024. Building on the momentum of this success, the next film in the franchise is officially scheduled to hit theaters on March 26th, 2027. Right off the bat, I know what you're thinking. 2027?
But I want it now!
Well, I, for one, love that Legendary and Warner Brothers are taking their time making this movie and aren't just trying to quickly pump it out as quickly as possible. Hopefully, this allows the filmmakers involved to spend as much time as they need to make the best movie possible. Not to mention, this is great for preventing audience burnout. It's wise to allow time to pass so that hype will build up naturally for the next installment. On May 21st, 2024, it was announced that Adam Wingard, the director of Godzilla vs. Kong and Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire, would not be returning to direct the sequel to New Empire. From what limited information is available now, there was no bad blood between Wingard and Legendary. It was completely amicable on both sides. Wingard's next movie, Onslaught, starts filming in late 2024, and I can't wait to see what he does next. So who will be replacing Adam Wingard? Enter Grant Sputor, I think that's how you say it, Sputor, who has garnered attention for his work on the television series Castaway and the Netflix sci-fi film I Am Mother. His experience in creating tense, character-driven narratives and his ability to handle visually ambitious projects makes him the perfect choice for this movie. Now, I'm a huge fan of his film I Am Mother. For those that haven't seen this movie, the story is set in this post-apocalyptic world where there's this droid named Mother. It raises a little girl named Daughter in this automated bunker of sorts, teaching her moral lessons while hiding the truth about the outside world. Everything about this appears all well and good until an outsider enters the bunker, which leads to building tension between Mother and Daughter as the latter begins to lose trust in someone that she believed wanted the best for her and humanity. The way he handles the special effects amidst an estimated $5 million budget is nothing short of incredible. There are so many VFX shots in this movie, and I feel like this scrappy attitude will work wonders on a future MonsterVerse movie. Beyond all of the technical aspects, though, the film has some really compelling characters. Granted, the script for I Am Mother was written solely by Michael Lloyd Green and not Grant Sputor, so I do think that a lot of that can be attributed to the writer and not the director, but still, there's a chance that it will translate to this upcoming MonsterVerse installment. As of right now, the sequel to Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire doesn't actually have a title yet, but the screenplay will be written by Dave Callaham. He's a screenwriter with a very impressive track record in the superhero genre. Callaham has contributed to the success of major films like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and Marvel's Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings from 2021. On top of that, Callaham helped write some rough drafts for the 2014 Godzilla film. Personally, I love a lot of the character work that he's done on these movies, but his track record, it isn't perfect. He worked on a movie, you might have heard of it, called Wonder Woman 1984. I really hope that was just a fluke and this movie will be good. I have faith in him, but yeah, that kind of scares me a bit. So what else do we know about this untitled sequel to New Empire? Well, not much. Not to be Captain Obvious or anything, but Kong and Godzilla will obviously be in the movie. While he was attached to the project, Adam Wingard hinted that this film would have had much more of an emphasis on Godzilla instead of Kong. Of course, he's not attached to the movie anymore, so that's up in the air as of right now. But there hasn't been any confirmation as to whether or not Legacy Toho monsters will make an appearance. There haven't been any casting announcements yet, or even confirmation as to whether or not Junkie XL will be returning to compose music for the film. So where does the MonsterVerse go from here in the meantime? The MonsterVerse is expanding with more content to keep fans, eating well in the meantime. Monarch: Legacy of Monsters will return for a second season, and Apple TV Plus has confirmed that multiple spin-offs are in the works. However, there isn't really a ton of information on those projects as of the filming of this video. Now, there is something that I do want to talk about, and that's clickbait. As hype gradually builds and the release date moves closer and closer, I want to do my best to help my fellow Godzilla fans and MonsterVerse fans understand what information can and cannot be trusted. So first off, take leaks and rumors with a grain of salt. Not to sound like a shill for Legendary or Warner Brothers, I recommend only trusting sources originating from those companies since they are the people actually making the movie. Everything in this video comes from those companies. Every piece of information that I've said so far in this video is directly from those companies. I'm not speculating, I'm not making anything up. It was put out by those studios. I think you should carry this attitude with trailers as well. As the release date draws nearer, we'll see more and more fake trailers pop up on YouTube. Again, make sure you see who posted the trailer. Was it Legendary? Was it IGN? If not, you may want to avoid it because it's probably not real, especially if it only has like 100,000 views and was posted like, a week ago. Use basic critical thinking skills too and decide for yourself if something looks legitimate or if it looks like AI or a doctored screenshot. I've also been seeing a lot of clickbait from sites like Screen Rant. They throw out pure speculation and claim it to be fact. This week alone, they've claimed that this movie could feature Megalon, Jet Jaguar, and Mogira. Meanwhile, none of this information has been verified or confirmed, but the way that they title their articles makes you think otherwise. Remember, the script isn't even written yet, so none of this information would be available to the public yet. There are some very respectable YouTube channels out there that post MonsterVerse videos that aren't clickbait or outright misinformation. Someone that I really like is Dangerville. If you want to keep up with Godzilla X Kong news, then go check them out if you haven't already. They make well-researched videos, and even Adam Wingard has given them his stamp of approval. So I guess what I'm saying is, keep an eye out for hoaxes and misinformation. Just use your brain. Don't just click on stuff because these sites don't deserve your money. Yeah, you may not be giving them money directly, but by clicking on these articles, you are giving them your money because there's ads galore and they make money from that. So don't even pay attention to them. Stick to official sources. I get that it can be, enticing. You want to know more about these movies. But honestly, I'm someone that loves going into movies completely blind. That means not seeing a single trailer or anything. I did that recently with Challengers and Killers of the Flower Moon, and it made the viewing experience 10 times better, since I wasn't thinking in the back of my head, oh yeah, this scene hasn't happened yet, and it was in the trailer, so this character probably survives this scene. And with all of that out of the way, I'm Cole McCormick. You're watching Firewood Media, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I've got a bunch of big projects on the way. Part 2 of my big Godzilla retrospective is coming out on Friday. I'm covering Godzilla Raids again, so stay tuned for that. Consider becoming a member to support the channel. It's kind of like Patreon, but through YouTube, just $1.99 a month. We'll be having exclusive members-only commentary tracks where we will be watching Godzilla movies, commentating over them, making jokes, just kind of, making it interesting for people. And the clips or the best of video will be posted for everyone to see, but the full commentary track is only available for members. We'll be making a commentary track for Godzilla King of the Monsters. That's the American one from 1956. And once I publish the Godzilla Raids Again retrospective, then next week I'll have a commentary track about that movie out. So stay tuned. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.